Good morning, children. Now I am taking up the second part of the chapter, A Question of Trust, chapter number 4, from Footprints Without Feet. Well, dear students, I told you the other day that Horace Danby was a thief and he had planned to invade a house. He had been keeping his eyes for a long period of time. Yes, it was Shotover Grange. And on the day of robbery, when inside the house, someone came. Right? First of all, I'll take up the lower part, the last paragraph of page number 21. The voice went on. A voice came from the back. You can cure it with a special treatment. You know, if you find out just what plant gives you the disease, I think you would better see a doctor if you are serious about your work. I heard you from the top of the house just now. Now this was the voice of a lady who he didn't know came from which side, but how could she be inside? According to his prediction, none was there in the house. So now, my dear children, we are to start from page number 22. Okay? So be ready at page number 22. Page number 22, let's start. First of all, the questions. Read and find out who is speaking to Horace Danby. Important point. Be a lady. We shall give the answer in the later half of this chapter. Who is the real culprit in the story? That is interesting, surely, and the answer would be interesting also. Right? Now let's start reading. Are you ready? Okay. It was a quiet, kindly voice. It was a quiet, kindly voice. Very soft voice he heard. But one with firmness in it. Firmness with strong willpower, with all conviction. Right? A woman was standing in the doorway. And Sherry was rubbing against her. Oh my God, Sherry, the puppy. Oh my God. Is she the owner of the house, the mistress of the house? Maybe. She was young, quite pretty, and was dressed in red. She walked to the fireplace and straightened the ornaments there. What is the fireplace? Fireplace. You must have seen in movie this particular place. This is fireplace. Generally, this type of fireplace is in very big houses to keep the inside warm. Right? This is called fireplace. And she started straightening her ornaments as though she has come from outside. Down, Sherry, she said. Anyone would think I had been away for a month. She smiled at Horace and went on. However, I came back just in time. Though I didn't expect to meet a burglar. Now she started saying. She smiled at Horace. What do you think? I was outside. No. I came back just in time. I had never thought that I would meet a burglar at my house. You are doing burglary, na? Horace had some hope because she seemed to be amused at meeting him. Now, this line is somewhere causing a little bit confusion. How can one be happy? How could Horace Danby think that the lady would be kind to him? But he did. He might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way, he replied. Means if he tackled her nicely, the things would be in control. He replied, I didn't expect to meet one of the family. She nodded. Nodded means? What do you mean by nodded? Nodded means to move head in agreement. Yes. To move head in yes. Up and down of the head. Ah, yes. I see. What an inconvenience it is for you to meet me. Means you are in trouble to meet me? What are you going to do? Horace said. Horace said, my first thought was to run. I wanted to run. Of course, you could do that. But I would telephone the police and tell them all about you. They would get you at once. Now, this was a trouble time for him. How would he save himself? If this lady dials the police, what will he do? There was a big problem for him. Now, children, let's move to next page. Page number 23. Okay? Now, let's begin from the top. Horace said, I would of course cut the telephone wires first and then. Don't worry, lady. I would cut the telephone wires. How would you do that? He hesitated, a smile on his face. He hesitated first. Means somewhere he caused some hiccups. How would he do? है ना? रुका नहीं यार. What should I do? A smile on his face then means somewhere he thought that he might be able to tackle this lady. I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. A few hours would do enough. Means in the meanwhile the telephone connection is restored. I would be away. What would you do then? She looked at him very seriously. You would hurt me? Huh? Horace paused. Paused means stopped. Horace stopped here. And then said, I think I was trying to frighten you when I said that. Oh, you didn't frighten me, Horace suggested now. It would be nice if you would forget you ever saw me. Let me go. It would be nice if you would forget you ever saw me. Is it possible that you may forget me forever? Please let me go. I was doing wrong, but please forgive and let me go. The voice was suddenly sharp. The voice of lady here. Why should I? You were going to rob me. If I let you go, you will only rob someone else. Society must be protected from men like you. Horace smiled. I am not a man who threatens society, who causes fear in society. I steal only from those who have a lot of money. Means I don't hurt everyone. I don't steal from any house. I always steal from the people who are rich, right? Who have a lot of money. I steal for a very good reason also. What? You know that? And I hate the thought of prison. I don't want to be arrested. Please. She laughed. And he begged. Begged? Yes, he requested, thinking that he had persuaded her. Persuaded. What do you mean by persuaded? To make someone agree. Right? To make someone agree with him. He had persuaded her. Look, I have no right to ask you for anything, but I am desperate. I am quite eager. What? Eager to what? To do what? Desperate? Eager. E-A-G-E-R. Okay, let me go, and I promise never to be this kind of thing again. I promise I would never do any sort of stealing. I would not be involved in any act of stealing here or anywhere. I really mean it. Now she was silent, watching him closely. Then she said, "You are really afraid of going to prison, aren't you?" She came over to him, shaking her head. I've always liked the wrong kind of people. Now this is very interesting line. I always I've always liked the wrong kind of people, the people like you. Oh, why did she say this line? Sometimes I would say there we can smell a rat. We can smell a rat means there is something suspicious. There is some suspicion behind it. Something suspicious. She picked up a silver box from the table and took a cigarette from it. Horace, eager to please her, eager to make her happy, and seeing that she might help him, took off his gloves and gave her his cigarette lighter. In order to please her, what did Horace do? He just gave the cigarette lighter to her. You will let me go? He held the lighter towards her. You will please let me go? Asking. Question mark is there, na? Now, let me tell you one thing. Question mark. Wherever you find a question mark, the sentence where it ends, the pitch goes higher. Like, if I speak it plainly, you will let me go. No, there is no impression. But if you want to put this sentence into interrogative, how would you pronounce it? You will let me go? Go? So somewhere the pitch is higher here, right? You will let me go? He held the lighter towards her. Yes, I can do. But only if you will do something for me. Anything you say, lady, good lady, I can do anything for you. Before you left for London, I promised my husband to take my jewels to our bank. But jewels means jewelry. Take my jewelry. But I left them here in the safe. I want to wear them to a party tonight. Oh, means I forgot the key somewhere. So please, can you open this safe for me? I want to wear my jewelry. Right? So I came down to get them. I came down to get the jewelry, but Horace smiled. You have forgotten the number, I think, to open the safe. It was a number lock. Right? Number lock you must have seen, na? Two or three set of numbers, they are fixed and they are set to open a particular safe, right? The number code is there, right? Just leave it to me and you will have them within an hour. But I'll have to break your safe. Sorry, I'll have to break the safe if you allow. Hey, don't worry about that. My husband won't be here for a month and I'll have the safe mended by the time. What do you mean by mended? Mended stands for repair. Right? She said, no, there is no problem. I would manage. You just open the safe or maybe you can break the safe. I'll let it open. My husband would come days after. Now, please turn over the page. Yes. And within an hour, Horace had opened the safe, given her the jewels, and gone happily away. No, his job was done. Right? He wanted to escape, and the lady allowed him. So he went off. But Was it the end? No, no, my dear, it was not the end. What happened? For 2 days he kept his promise to the kind young lady. But on the morning of the third day, however, he thought of the books he wanted and he knew he would have to look for another safe. Means look for another safe means he wanted to do another robbery because he wanted books, new books. But he never got the chance to begin his plan. The plan of robbery, new robbery. No, why? By noon, a policeman had arrested him for the jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. My God, what happened? He was caught by the police. His fingerprints, for he had opened the safe without gloves, were all over the room, and no one believed him when he said that the wife of the owner of the house had asked him to open the safe for her. Who would believe, my dear? Who would believe that the lady herself comes to him and will say to open the or to break the safe and let her have the jewelry? Nobody. This was really a surprise for him. The wife herself, a grey-haired, sharp-tongued woman of 60. Oh my God! When the real owner of the house came in view, then he found that she was a woman of 60. He said that the story was nonsense. Horace, what is he doing now? So Horace is now the assistant librarian in the prison. He is in the jail, right? He often thinks of the charming, clever young lady who was in the same profession as he was. Means she was also a thief, but she was a cleverer thief, right? And she was tricky one. He was for the charming young lady who was in the same profession as he was and who tricked him, who ditched him. He gets very angry when anyone talks about honor among thieves. Honor among thieves, you know that thieves do have their interest, but their interests never strike with another thief, with other thieves, right? So whosoever talks about honor or respect among thieves means one thief can never ditch the other one. Now whenever anyone says, he gets angry because he was deceived by another thief, and this is what hurts him the most. So my dear students, Victor Canning wrote this story, and that is the end of it. Now we shall do the exercise questions of it. Okay, so let's complete this and